Hi everyone, it's me, Giovanni, and today I'm back home at my dad's, but um my stepmom is gone. She's gone, as well as her family, her son, and the two dogs that we used to have. All of them are gone, except for me and my dad, of course. He's gonna go on he's gonna go to Guatemala on Saturday, and I'm gonna stay at my nana's for a whole week next week. Saturday, and then Sunday, and then the rest of the week until he comes back. I'm kind of scared to know what would happen at the time he's done with his vacation. But I don't care as long as he's okay doing what he's doing, and just as long as he comes home later, he'll pick me up from my nana's like he did earlier, and everything will be fine, even though we don't have anyone else at the house anymore. But it's fine. I mean, my dad and I used to live alone a few times before, so it's not bad. But then again, a few times that we used to live alone have been decently okay. Anyway, so my stepmom, Karen, met my dad and married him. She was a really sweet lady. A little annoying, unlike another person that my dad used to meet and marry. She also had a son who was younger than me back then. Karen has some cancer. She suffered cancer before, but this time it wasn't exactly cancer. It was more like a tumor that was... Sorry, my dad went to my room to give me some chocolate. Okay, now I'm just saying everything in present tense, I guess. Anyway, Karen was suffering cancer before, but this time her cancer is more like a tumor that's in her throat, basically suffocating her, choking her to death. And her tumor has gotten worse. And basically, my Nana explained, when she dies, when she hasn't eaten anything in 2 weeks, her body dies. Almost eats itself on the inside, which by itself just sounds gross. But basically, when you haven't eaten anything for 2 weeks and your body just dies, stops working, you're basically starving to death. You've starved yourself to death and now you're dead. Yeah, that's probably the closest that I can get to explaining that. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm gonna miss Karen. I'm gonna miss her. Even if it wouldn't bother me anymore, especially since my dad and I lived alone a few times before, and everything might be fine. My dad's okay. He'll miss Karen a lot too. She was so sweet to him. But I'm also glad that her son and the dogs aren't around anymore, because her son curses more than I do. He plays with his friends, streams, I don't know, and curses, especially saying the N-word. There's also the dogs, Benji, who's Karen's dog that she had herself, and Maya, who my dad got for her to support her treatment. But from my perspective, it probably didn't work out. Because even I learned later from my nanas that my dad didn't want to keep the dogs. And I didn't want to either, because like hell I would keep them. Because I'm obviously more of a cat person. And sometimes I still think about my cat Pookie. Especially since Pookie lived longer than other animals. Because for a house pet like her, like a cat or a dog, they would live about 15 years. But my cat Pookie lived for about 20 years. 20! That's like 5 more years than any other pet. Maya barked around like crazy. I just wanted to kill her. I wanted nothing to do with her. But now she's gone. She's gone. Benji, Maya, Karen, and her son are gone, and as well as her family. My dad and I are now alone. I'm okay. I was tired. I was tired a couple of times at my nana's and just wanted to go home immediately. And I'm glad I did. And I'm glad, in a way, that my dad and I can be alone. The two of us alone in the house. No one else around. And even though I'll miss Karen, it probably doesn't matter anymore. She'll just die back home where she belonged, in Maryland. It's fine. But on Saturday, my dad is going to go to Guatemala, and I'm okay with that, just as long as I can bear staying a week at my nana's. I can try, but especially with all the thoughts going on in my head right now, let's just say I still been thinking about the noodles. I still want things to go back to normal, but also I've been thinking about his friends. And recently, I thought about reaching out to one of his friends, James, also known as Thingsia. He was the only, his Twitter account was the only one that was available for DMing, which confused me because especially since he has a verified account, I can't actually DM him anymore. But for some reason, that DM button is still there. I'm not sure why he has it, but it's whatever. I just want to talk to Justin, Big Noodles, or James, Thingsia. Just talk about anything, especially my feelings toward Big Noodles, because Big Noodles, right now, I usually check his channel to make sure that he's not posting any stupid video, but, I never watch his videos anymore. I just check to see if anything's up with him. And the video that he posted 9 hours ago doesn't looks sort of familiar, but I'm not going to question it. Not really. But I can tell that it's horror related, and I don't want to know. No, seriously, I don't want to know. You know, I've also been thinking about, okay, when people say that they don't like him or don't watch him because of his emoji face cam, I don't blame them. I remember that he used the emoji face cam. He used that piggy emoji, which he still used to use, especially during Piggy, of course. But he just uses the cat emoji from now on. It's okay-ish, but I'm just getting tired of it. Sick and tired of it. Especially, he used the emoji face cam in November of 2017. So late 2017 to early 2018. I still don't blame people for saying that they don't watch him or don't like him anymore from that when he first used that emoji face cam thing. I don't blame them. I mean, really, it's just a bit annoying and boring, and it doesn't even count as a VTuber. Like, not at all. No, it isn't, because a VTuber is a literal avatar that you or or like a or like or like a face cam of a character, like not an emoji, like a legit character that, like, for example, Phantom Melon uses, like with Fluttershy, Monica, Bazette, Yuri, even herself. I mean, it's mostly a girl thing, but that's okay. But anyway, Thing New to some emoji face cam is not even close to a VTuber. Like, are you people dumb? Are you people really this stupid? And I've been also thinking about James, how he and Justin are friends. I used to think that they had a frenemies relationship because James would mostly tease Justin. Sorry. But anyway, there was a Wattpad story about them, which didn't make any sense, especially due to how I saw their friendship. But thankfully, the story was gone. I do want to say that when Think Noodles died in One Life, James decided to be James and give Think Noodles a fancy lantern, which was James's thing. James has a relationship with those fancy lanterns. It was probably like in a phase or an obsession, but he has a love-hate relationship with those things, and they are not part of Thing Noodles' life. Thing Noodles likes noodles. That's part of his name. And I don't know if James, Dan, or David, also known as Squid, knows anything about Justin, because I do. I know almost everything about him. And I want to be friends with him. I don't know how he can be friends with people who don't even know him that well, aside from what he is as a person. Sorry. I'll probably talk about something else in the next video. Bye.